ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to round 2, game 4. The Bandle City versus Piltover. Once again joined by Super Naked Zombie.
What up?
Who is 2 minutes in the future, so I'm going to have to tell him when we actually get to 2 minutes, and hopefully he will be able to start and we'll be able to sync. But anyway, nonetheless, on the team of the Ordals this time, we have Kennen going mid, I think. I don't know actually, we're going to have to see. It looks like top. Lulu and support. Teemo probably going mid if that's top Kennen. Amumu in the jungle, and Tristana on the bottom lane playing AD.
And on the Piltover team, we have Caitlyn going bottom. We have Vi in the jungle. Janna, bottom with the Caitlyn. Jayce, fucking either top or mid, I can never remember.
Top.
And Jayce top, and Orianna mid.
Oh my god, I think, like, you're 2 minutes in the future, so... The score may reflect
it's even on my screen where they are, that's how stupid I am. And I can confirm that the Kennen's top and the Teemo is mid.
Yeah. But I'm watching an invade happen, and they're just going around the bottom side. They get in onto Tristana, the Vault Breaker's charged up and hits onto her, but it's a little bit of damage. She can go back and heal that up. Looks like Jayce is going to recall and go up to the top lane, where he belongs. And yeah, they're probably just going to back out of this one. Caitlyn's taking her traps first, which they're good for a little bit of scouting and crowd control. They don't present that much of a threat at level 1, this Piltover team. They're dangerous, but they don't have any massively hard CC. They're going to struggle to catch anyone out and kill them. And I am now at 1 minute 40 seconds, Dibs, to get ready. Everyone's just sort of lining up here and getting ready for their buffs. And when they spawn, I'll give you a 5-second counting. But yeah, just before we get to that point, worth noting that both these teams have lost and are looking for their first win. And I've just hit 155, 56, 55, 58, 59, 2 minutes go.
Alright, good counting now, by the way. Impressed. So we've basically got a showdown between the two sets of losers here, so...
Yeah, both these teams lost, that's it, Piltover were the first victims of Freljord. We've already seen what happens to anyone who stands against Freljord. I think they are the team to beat personally, but... Yeah, Piltover, they gave a good fight at the beginning, but it very rapidly went out of control, a bit like the other game, and Freljord just smashed them. The Yordles, they took on the robots and stuff, and yeah, they didn't fare a hell of a lot better. They gave it a good fight in the beginning and mid game, and then just sort of got smashed. So
we're seeing this Orianna and this Teemo lay down a surprising amount of damage on each other mid. They've healed up a little way, but they're really hammering each other early game.
Yeah, we were talking about this as we were getting ready for the game, of whether the Teemo or the Kennen would go top, because it's obviously Orianna mid, and it's obviously Jayce top. But the Kennen and the Teemo both are viable mids, both are viable tops, so they could sort of have the choice of where they wanted to go, and I felt that Teemo would be stronger against Jayce, and Kennen would be better against Orianna. That was just me personally.
Yeah, obviously they don't disagree. Obviously they do disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. The Teemo's holding his own well against the Orianna, and not much has happened top so far, but, you know, it'll be interesting to see how that develops throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, I mean, one of the powerful things about Orianna is she has her clockwork wind up on her passive. It means her auto attacks get stronger, and for most of her matches up mid, she can use that against them really well. Teemo, of course, is just going to blind her and not take anything, but he's taking a lot of damage here. Ignite goes down from Teemo, Ignite from Orianna, Teemo picks up First Blood, flashes away, and he might survive. The Ignite wears off, and that's First Blood Teemo in a straight up duel.
That's a good start for Teemo. The fact that he's got that kill, that gold, he's got the time to go back, he's now got an advantage in that mid lane.
Oh, top lane, we've got Vi hanging around in the bush, but it looks like Kennen's just trying to play it safe, as well as he's being a little bit punished out by Jayce here. Down a few CS, and he's gone for a boot start compared to the Doran's Blade, so he's not quite as dangerous. It's fairly common to see Kennen start top with Doran's Blade, but it's Kennen choosing not to. So
yeah, down bottom we've got a lot of poke getting laid down on this Tristana. You know, we just saw a Janna knockout followed by a bunch of damage from the Caitlyn, and that's forced the Tristana back.
Yeah, that is the thing. Like, Caitlyn's dominant anyway. She beats the range. She's got higher range than every AD. Tristana, it's even worse for her. She will get range gradually as the game goes on until she beats Caitlyn. But this early laning phase is going to be extremely difficult. And with Janna there, Janna doesn't give any direct damage, but she's going to shield Caitlyn, make sure there's no return, give her more AD, knock up, CC. It's going to be hell for Tristana.
There's a lot of crowd control there. I like the fact that we've got a Janna up against a Lulu. They're more interesting supports than you tend to see.
Yeah, like at the moment the meta has gone away from that. They're more favouring the Leonas, the Thrashers, and stuff like that. But Janna, my personal favourite support. I'm glad to see her representing.
Yeah, I mean, I find Lulu interesting. I love watching a Lulu play.
Oh yeah, Lulu is one of the best supports. She's almost got as much, well, she's probably got more utility than Thresh, as she can put everything on an ally or an enemy, apart from her ultimate. So,
she's a very solid support. But, I mean, you can't underestimate the Janna with the shields and the CC.
Oh no, and that's another thing. When I first saw these teams set up against each other, more than anything, it was, you've got a Kennen, and the worst, if I ever have to pick a support against a Kennen, I pick me a Janna. Because Kennen's going to try and rush in there. Oh, we got Janna getting a bandage tossed in by the Amumu there. Tornado comes out, knocking him up. Meanwhile, the Tristana and the Lulu trying to go in on top of the Caitlyn. She's laying down some damage in return. Got to jump it in from Tristana. Very hard words to say, but Amumu flashing on the tower. Very aggressive play, and he takes the heat for that one. That was
poor move by the Amumu.
Oh, it was a greedy move. Like, she hadn't blown her barrier yet.
Got the Vi coming in now.
Oh god, this is turning very bad. She will do. She's got her flash up. Vault Breaker misses off the backside though. Tristana jumps over her, and Vi, a very ineffective gank there, unfortunately for her. But Amumu just too aggressive there. They could have been happy with the fact that either Caitlyn was going to have to stay back and farm at that point.
He seemed to attack the Janna as well. I mean, he didn't seem focused enough on getting straight to the Caitlyn, getting that little bit of damage and getting the kill. He just sort of leapt into the tower and then became suddenly very indecisive, tried to run away when he should have just stayed on the Caitlyn.
Amumu's too squishy early to be performing that. He really doesn't become too effective until he hits level 6. He'd be better off just farming. He helped that lane out a little bit. They were struggling because of the natural matchup, but he went too much there, and now we see the teams are 1-1 apiece, and we do see almost a 1k gold lead for Piltover, which seems to be coming in mostly from farm. A good bandage toss there from Amumu, but Orianna flashes back under tower, blasts her ult, but doesn't catch Amumu in it, so he gets out free. But yeah, in the mid lane, though Teemo's got that first blood, he's shorter range than Orianna. She's going to be able to zone control him, I feel, and that's why we see her with the CS lead. Up top, Jayce seems to be able to bully out Kennen and got himself a little lead, and of course...
Yeah, I mean, they've both gone back now top, so we're seeing their purchases, we're seeing how they're developing their champions.
But every lane has a CS lead at the moment for Piltover, so... Oh! But apparently we just missed the kill there. Looks like no flash in, but Amumu repeat ganks, catches Orianna out without the flash, and Teemo once again barely survives the ignite.
Yeah, he was almost down to single figures there. He is just surviving these. But that's all that matters if he is surviving.
He is surviving them. Orianna 0-2, but at least she's got that CS lead over him. If they had comparable CS, she would be much further behind. But that near 20 CS she's gained is doing her good. But it looks like Vi and Jayce here want to go for the blue buff, and it looks like they may just walk straight into Amumu, but no, Amumu's going to stop and do his walls. Let's check a second on Amumu.
This is one of the great things about spectating. We can see both of these people taking their minions, the buff and the wolves there. They don't know each other are there.
Amumu's just got his ultimate off that one, but the blue goes off, and it goes to Vi. I'm kind of surprised. Vi doesn't really need mana that much. If she'd given it to the Jayce that was there to help her, he'd have been able to bully Kennen even more, and that's the one thing that Kennen's probably got going for him. He's an energy user compared to a mana user, and Jayce has just gone for damage and a little bit of magic resistance. He doesn't have a tier or anything like that. Yeah, he's going to run out of mana. So
yeah, the blue would have given him a lot more sustain in the lane, and really helped him against this Kennen.
It's a small thing, but he's winning anyway, so...
Yeah. I mean, down bottom we just saw the pair, Caitlyn and Janna, go back, and the Lulu and the Tristana pushed up the lane, got some hits in on the tower, but now the Caitlyn and the Janna are back, they're warding that dragon, and they're going to continue to bully.
Yeah, there is a massive item difference here as well.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a BF sword to a double Doran's blade, and we said it in one of the previous matches, a double Doran's blade on an AD carry is an AD carry who's losing. Yeah. And yeah, Tristana and Piltover at 6. Shh. Piltover at 6. Yordle on. Yordles, Bandle, whatever. And we've got Vi tracking down here. She's got her ultimate. If they hit before Lulu hits level 6, which it looks like they will, because she's only halfway there, and those minions are pretty far away.
Yeah, I mean, the Vi's turned away, they're not...
And another kill onto Orianna in the mid lane. It looks like, yeah, Amumu used his bandage toss, not bandage toss, Curse of the Sad Mummy there.
Yeah, I mean, that was why the Vi turned around. The Lulu now might hit 6 before this engage.
Let's track it. She's getting closer. Another minion goes down. She's edging ever closer to that level 6. If she gets level 6, there's a much higher chance to come out of this. But Vi comes out of the bush early. Lulu's walked away from the minions here. She gets the exhaust down onto Vi. Caitlyn's unable to join the fight, but Lulu is just getting blown up. And Caitlyn's getting collapsed on from behind by Amumu and Teemo, thrown down from mid. Vi and Janna are just going to get the hell out of there, or are they? Caitlyn's going down, but she flashes over, gets the heal from Janna.
Fantastic ult by the Janna there.
Very good. Caitlyn manages to pick up Tristana, but they kill onto each other. Amumu's got lost here somewhere. Vi is going to use her ultimate down on top of Teemo, and this is probably going to be a shutdown on him. Oh no, yeah, not a shutdown. He didn't.
But that's a kill on the Teemo. It'll be interesting. I don't think they'll follow up and try and get the Amumu, but that definitely went in the favour of Piltover there.
It did. I thought when Amumu and Teemo came in the back that they had that, but Caitlyn made a very good play there to get herself back towards her Janna. The Janna busting that ultimate, getting herself in the bush, got a Piltover Peacemaker down, and we see the other buff. We just saw the blue taken away. Vi picks up the red as well from...
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a lot better teamwork from the Caitlyn and the Janna. I mean, we saw the Lulu get out of position, get leapt upon, and get killed pretty much straight up when the Tristana couldn't really help. So, I mean, we're seeing much better communication, much better teamwork between the Caitlyn and the Janna.
Oh, yeah. They're doing very well. They have the advantage, and they know it, and they do it. It's just... I think it's a very unfortunate move from the Lulu to move back. We were there trying to track when she would get 6, because if she had 6, would have made that a so much more even fight, I feel. Like, no, not I even feel. I know it would have been a more even fight. Having ultimates compared to no ultimates, it's just never going to work out well, and Lulu's ultimate is very powerful, especially as an anti-tower dive mechanic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Spell. Tristana's not doing too bad on CS, to be fair with her.
No, she's going okay.
She is only 10 behind.
But if you look at the overall gold, it's almost 2k in advantage of Piltover.
But it's still they've still got those leads. Like it's almost 20 on mid lane. It is about 20 on top lane. Jungle it's a bit in favour of Bandle, but that doesn't really matter too much, especially when Vi's got 2 kills to the 1-1 of Amumu. And bottom lane, it looks like Vi just wants to camp down here and make lives hell for them. I mean, I think this lane is already won for Piltover. They can win this game. They can keep winning this game. Tristana can't go in. Janna will get her out.
There's nothing wrong. I mean, that is the job of a jungler to you know, even if it looks like they're winning, just to make sure, just to, but overkill is very underrated. I feel, you know, they are an extra Vi gank now would just definitely secure it.
Definitely, but I feel, my opinion, if I was this Vi, I'd be trying to head into this mid lane. Her Orianna's going to be a game-changing one for their team.
Oh yeah,
Orianna are on a foot, and we've got, it looks like another Vi gank coming down onto the bottom. They're getting there. They're either going to try and go on, but they move away from the tower. The jump is interrupted on Tristana there, and the Piltover comes through and just takes her out.
The combination of that Vi knock-up and that Janna knock-up was absolutely brutal then, and it looks like they're going to get both kills. Yeah, they do. And no deaths, no response. I mean, now what's happened is basically the Caitlyn and the Vi are getting seriously fed now, and they can now, all of them, either take the tower, take Dragon, or go to mid.
I think
they should Dragon now, I think.
It's Dragon or tower, it's an even choice. I think, Dragon's probably the better one, because
they
can keep this lane going. They're fully in control, but the mistake there from the Yordle team was either they should have the wards available, see Vi coming earlier and back away from the turret if they don't want to have that fight at all, even under their own turret, which, to be fair, Vi is probably tanky enough to get away with it. I think if they just focused whoever was tanking the turret, and whoever was getting focused from the other side got the ultimate from Lulu, they probably could have turned that around quite nicely. But they either needed to stay in the turret or move away much sooner, because you saw as soon as they walked away from that turret, they were out of range. Vi was just like, I'm going for this, got the ultimate down, and
if they'd hogged that outer tower, I think they might have done a lot better. They probably would have got at least the Janna out of there.
Yeah, and they're drawing the jungler's time off down here, which, like, if Vi goes to any other lane, like, she's probably not going to have much effect on the Kennen. The Kennen and the Jayce just seem to be farming it out, and Jayce is winning that one. Orianna is still just farming over Teemo, but he's very slowly closing that gap as he seems to have like a 1-level advantage over them, and he does get given his blue this time.
We're seeing another fight bottom here now.
Oh god, another one? Exhaust down onto Caitlyn.
Yeah, the Caitlyn's surprisingly low, and it looks like she might be in trouble. But they're
Jump
gonna
away
get
there.
Oh, they just missed the Tristana. Can the
slow.
Janna finish the Tristana? I'm not
No,
sure she
she's back
can,
under
but that
tower.
whirlwind.
Lulu could take this fight one-on-one in a damage duel with this Janna. I think she's got the better damage there.
I think the level difference is just scaring her off that 8 to 7.
Yeah, it could be,
But
but Janna,
yeah,
like,
as you say, it shouldn't.
Janna has so little direct damage. She'll shield herself and deny damage and get some auto attacks in, but she can't really do much back to Lulu. And you see it there,
Yeah.
like the shield too slow, the damage goes down. She does her W back. That's like one of her only sources of damage. Whirlwind, again, nothing. Lulu can bully her around if she wants to. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't built very much AP. She's built very much through support. The side
We've got Vi going in on top lane. Looks like they've got the ultimate down onto Kennen, and the ignite goes down, but stun onto Vi under
but
the tower.
Vi's down as well.
Gets the shutdown as well. So that kind of works out better for Kennen in
Yeah.
that form. They're
Yeah,
going to
I mean,
get the tower, it looks like, though. So
Yeah, I mean, if they get the tower, that's better for Piltover, but getting that shut down on that Vi, that's not going to help them.
nah. And also, last time we saw Piltover, I said they got crushed by Freljord. Part of what that was is most of Piltover's champions are fairly long range, like Caitlyn, like Ezreal, like this Jayce, like Orianna. They're fairly long range champions. You see Amumu fooling around, actually managing to save the tower. Well done. But Piltover is all long range and fairly squishy as a result of it. Vi is pretty much one of the only tanky champions that they have. And both times the Vi has built in this that's not a word. Has built the Spirit of the Elder Lizard instead of the ancient Golem that we usually see on junglers who want to be tanks initiators. And though right now it's doing good, while the board was rolling in their favour, having damage on this Vi makes her incredibly dangerous, and she can go to pretty much any of these lanes, complement their damage with her CC, and they'll kill anyone.
Yeah, we're about to see the tower go down bottom. There it goes. Yeah, I mean, we did see them kill the Caitlyn and bully the Janna a little bit, but in the end, Piltover are still at a massive advantage bottom.
Oh, they are, but Tristana will only get stronger with time, and the Yordle team, like it pretty much was again for them last time, they are a team fight team. None of their lanes are especially strong. Kennen's meant to be quite strong. Kennen and Teemo can be quite strong, but they've both had harder lanes, it seems.
Yeah.
But both the Kennen ultimate and the Amumu ultimate shine best in team fights. The more people you can catch, and especially those two combined, it's going to be dangerous. But we see Kennen going in top, trying to save the tower, getting some good damage down onto Jayce, but there's a huge minion wave there, and Jayce could just go for the turret, but it looks like it's going to back out.
I think even if Jayce doesn't go for the tower, I think those minions are going to get it. If not now, definitely when the next wave comes.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time, really, and that'll put them 2 turrets ahead, and the gold lead is starting to get a little bit scary now as we see Teemo and Orianna going off mid. That's Curse of the Sand Mummy going down there a little bit late and a little bit of a waste if you ask me, whilst by using that damage she's got, forces Amumu to flash back onto tower and doesn't pick up the kill. So a 1-for-1 trade there.
Yeah, but I mean, I still feel like that went slightly in Piltover's favour.
Oh yeah, using that, like, that's a very long cooldown. As I said, both the Kennen and the Amumu is going to be the ultimates that turn the tide in their favour when they get into team fights. And wasting them like that on one person who's effectively already dead, they don't need that. Amumu could be healing up, coming down bottom and help him with his ultimate. He can't anymore, he hasn't got it.
Yeah, and bottom really need the help. They are pushed back to their second tower. They are just getting slapped about.
They are, like, this 600 range on Caitlyn, I've forgotten how to... is it a character thing? Here we go, range. Alright, refresh. Tristana is now on 622 range. She's getting very close to matching... Oh, see Amumu trying to come in there, but a nice whirlwind just backs him out. Tristana's getting very close to matching that range on that Caitlyn as we see Amumu just walking past to take
even
some
if
damage.
she does match the range, the Caitlyn's Q is a lot longer range than pretty much anything Tristana's got, isn't it?
But it's a very slow projectile. You'll end up, like, unless they lay down some CC at this point, they're gonna it gets easier and easier to dodge as you get more movement speed. As we see that top tower finally going down, and Jayce going in on top of Kennen, who is forced to ultimate. He's got the ignite running on him. He's trying to get some damage down now. Gets the stun onto Jayce, but he's got the speed up and he's looking for it. He goes into the hammer form, flashes forward and just slams the hammer down.
Beautiful. I love a good slam kill. That's it's the donks. The donks are good to see, and the Garen ultimate, things like that. I just love those sort of total smashes.
There is satisfaction.
Yeah, we're seeing very little ward coverage, especially around bottom, which surprises me. I mean, Janna's throwing down a couple of wards now that Amumu started going in.
They're so scared to like go out into their own jungle. They're just getting further and further behind. We're now at a like what 6k gold lead. It's just like every few minutes they're gaining another 1,000 gold lead, and it's becoming even more dangerous. They're about to pick up the dragon. That's going to be another 1,000 gold in their favor if they go.
Are they just warding, or are they getting a cheeky?
They're just warding. I think.
Warding.
Yeah, because Thyde's coming down though, so they'll probably go for it in a second.
Yeah, I mean, this is just gradually, not even that gradual, it's very quickly going in Piltover's favour.
It is very quickly going in Piltover's favour, and they are, I think what's going to happen now is they're just going to keep picking people off and keep pushing.
Yeah,
Problem
I mean, top lane was looking fairly even, but now that Jayce has got that tower, it's going to be difficult for Kennen to pull it back.
Yeah, he picked up a Hexstring, which is a good idea against Kennen, who is picked up a Hextech Revolver and looks to be rushing a Sonya's Hourglass, which is a good idea. We see the bottom duo of Yordles here pushed out quite a lot, and they could get closed in on here if they are not careful. Yeah. Oh, where is this Lulu going? She sees the Caitlyn, and then she sees that there's some people behind her, and oh dear, this is going to be an escape.
Yeah, the Lulu's away safely, but...
And there goes the outer mid turret as well.
Yeah.
So that's all the outers down now. They have a very good siege team. They've got a lot of poke with Jayce and Caitlyn, so they're going to be able to get these towers, I think. Like, Yordles have to just kind of...
Yeah, the Yordles basically have to win a team fight before they can make any progress, whereas the Piltover can definitely take their objectives like that.
Winning a team fight at this stage is going to be tricky for the,
it's definitely going to be tricky.
What they need to do is, like, just get some money. There we go. I'm trying to think of the way. They like to entrench themselves and just get some money in the bank, and then start making defenses at turrets.
Yeah, but I mean, this Jayce is pushing top very hard. They've got problems mid and bot. I think they're going to struggle to make up the gold difference.
Oh yeah, it's Kennen going in there, getting some damage down, but also taking some in return. And
yeah, I mean, this Jayce does a lot of damage.
Yeah. Oh well, we see a full-on tower dive. Amumu goes down. Tristana's down in the background there. It looks like Vi's also gone down underneath turret. Turret shots coming out there.
That Lulu.
The flash in there from Tristana.
Yeah, I mean, the Lulu was trying to sneak around and then wound up just getting collapsed on.
Yeah, I think she was just out of position.
Piltover are using the jungle very well here.
Yeah, they have the ward control and they're not really that scared. That was a 1-for-2 trade in their favour, luckily. It cost Caitlyn her flash just to be able to get the...
Yeah, and Caitlyn had to ult as well, but I mean, if you get a 2-for-1, that's worth it.
But at this point, getting extra kills doesn't really do much for them. What they want to do is do that, but then get a tower after it, but they didn't.
Yeah, but I mean, they did get the dragon not long before that, so I mean, they are definitely still taking objectives.
But no one had to die for the dragon. Vi didn't have to lay down her life for the dragon.
No, but I think almost
bloodthirster. This is what worries me is they're going full damage. They're going all out. They're committing to this win, and they think they're going to get it pretty quickly. If Piltover start fighting back, like Vi's died the last 2 times she's fought.
That's true.
If Yordles like start fighting back seriously, this Vi is not tanky enough to live at all. As you see, Amumu bandage tossing in onto Orianna, but with W she is away.
Yeah, I mean, Vi shouldn't be worrying about ganks now. It'll be interesting to see if this... Nope, never mind.
Tristana range, 640. I think next level she will match Caitlyn's range, and then it's only going to get better for her, so her autos will be better.
Yeah, I mean, this is where it should go out, but I think the goal difference is now really going to hurt them, you know. It's not at a time when the Tristana can suddenly catch up on farm. The kills and the towers, the goal difference is... I mean,
got a duel up here between them. He jumps away from the tornado. Both ultimate coming down. Piltover Peacemaker hits there, and I can't keep up with how things go down. But the shutdown goes to Lulu at the end of the day. That glitter lands right in her face. That was well played from Caitlyn to try and do it, but also from Tristana fighting basically a Phantom Dancer down. That's pretty hard, as we see Lulu going in, and she gets to getting straight up ulted here, flashing away, Curse of the Sad Mummy going down, and that's dead Orianna.
Yeah, the Janna's going to be lucky if she gets away from this now.
Oh, she is.
Amumu's bandage should be up. Yep, there we go.
Teemo just with the Teemo darts.
The Teemo darts.
Technical term, I think you'll find. Teemo flashing in. Why are people always flashing for supports? These people aren't worth that much gold. I mean, the Janna hasn't died, but...
And she's even going to escape, I think.
She is. The knock
W.
up and
Oh,
But meanwhile, we do see Jayce and Vi going in underneath the tower. Tristana's here to defend. The Ignite does take down.
Vi goes down
Kennen.
again.
Oh, that shock blast damage there.
Yeah, I mean,
Too
Jayce
much.
has a lot of damage on
Blows
him.
his flash to get out
should be
there.
building tankier now.
You
I mean,
should
hopefully
be.
we'll see at this death her building slightly more health.
I can understand if they want the Spirit of the Elder Lizard. A little bit of extra early damage.
She's
nice.
gone for a brutalizer, so
Exactly, right? It's just like I feel they're committing far too much to damage. There's too much CC on the other side of the team, and they have the ability to shield and like with Lulu, whatever.
yeah, Vi is not naturally tanky enough to be a tank. You know,
No.
she has to actually build, you know, just some armor, some magic resist, some
Basically,
health
it
would
looks
really
like
help her.
almost trying to turn herself into a one-man assassin. She's going to use her ultimate, get down on, like, knock someone off, slam them down, and then try to kill them with all of that damage of the Bloodthirster and the Brutalizer and stuff, which could work. I mean, if she takes out the Tristana quickly, or the Teemo very quickly, then it's a one team fight for Piltover, I pretty much think, because Yordles don't have enough power without any one of their carries right now to look to win this team fight.
Might see this Janna in trouble bottom.
Right, Kennen going in there, but he's just going to lightning rush away.
Yeah, they don't know the Tristana's there. I mean, actually they do, because of that ward in the bush. I was just about to moan about how bad their ward coverage was, but it's actually fine.
They are very
doing
low
well.
wards. Yeah. Kennen trying to go in there onto Caitlyn, but not
Yeah,
able
she's a
to
bit
do
too
it.
far away. We've got the Lulu hanging around the edge of this.
Yeah, and every Yordle, there's just streams of Yordles coming through the forest, and they see every single one of them, and we've got Vi coming down to join the fight as well. Knock up
We've
onto
also
Lulu
got Teemo
there,
coming
knocking
in.
her back, that's a really brutal move. This Lulu is going down, but she ults herself, gets the knock up onto all three, which is a beautiful play. We see Michael's Crucible going
Janna
down on
goes
top
down.
of Vi. It
This
looks like
Caitlyn is low, it looks like the
Tristana
Vi's
down in the middle of it,
the
but
Orianna's
Orianna's
in, the
coming in.
Lulu's down.
you talk.
I'm not sure if they're going to catch the Caitlyn, but it looks
Turn
like...
around,
they
Teemo!
might- Yeah, the Teemo's down, they collapsed onto the Teemo there, he managed to get a mushroom off, but that was about it. The Caitlyn is going back, and I think that's the end of the engagement, unless someone gets caught out.
That was... We've got
Yeah,
to
I mean, there's
stop
some seriously
talking at the
messy
same
engagements
time.
going on. None of these are clean team fights. These are
They're not. But
messy, half in the jungle, half in the lane. They're not even ganks, they're just...
Amumu ult goes down and Kennen ult comes down on top of it, and that is a dead Orianna. Shock blast
Yeah,
comes
that's
down.
very dead
and
Orianna.
he's going in
This
underneath
Jayce
the
has
tower.
double buff, and he is tough as hell.
But
He
he's
might
going
pick
into
up the
the
double
tower.
here.
He's just been stunned, and
Not quite, no.
very dangerous. He's lucky that Hex Drinker came up, or otherwise I think Kennen would have had the damage. Ooh, that shock blast there, just missing from them.
Yeah,
That
they
was a
both
good
sort of
use.
had a poke
You
at
see-
each other.
You see how powerful, like how quickly the Orianna died between those two ultimates stacked on top of each other. If they can do
Yeah.
that on multiple members,
Yeah, I mean,
the
if
Yordles
there is a
will
clean
rate
team
a
fight and they can get that down on most of the
And this
enemy
Jayce
team,
looks like he
they
may have
can do very
overstayed his welcome. He's jumped
this
in on
Jayce
top
is
of the Tristana, but that's a shutdown for Piltover, and I think this is the problem. Piltover are far too... They know how powerful they are, but then still they're not working cleanly enough as a team to use that power to win.
I mean, if they
They're
decide
giving
to
gold
push
back
down,
to the Yordles all the time. They do this, and that's what the Yordles need. And you start to see these item differentials creep out of the window as we go into as we get further into the game.
Yeah, I mean, if Piltover just sort of charge down middle lane as a group, stay together, I think they'd do a lot better than having these messy team fights. Because I still think at this stage in the game they could win a 5-on-5 in a nice open space. But that's not how the game's played. You know, you do get these messy jungle engages.
But they're going for the dragon. They are spotted by a ward on this one. Kennen is really far away, but also so is Jayce. The Baron's going down fairly quickly here. It's about half health now as the Yordles are coming in. Janna's spotted them out, and they're coming in. Tristana is already at half health, going down even lower, and the Baron is going very low. They're putting some damage down onto Caitlyn there, but she barriers, and that's the Baron, and that's a very quick kill onto Tristana as the follow-up, and now the Yordles are in a terrible position. Ultimate down onto Lulu from both sides. Flash over the wall, dodge the Vault Breaker.
Caitlyn follows.
Caitlyn
Janna
follows.
gets the kill.
Yep. And this is just super dangerous now. The
Yeah,
Flash
I mean,
Tornado catches both of them. That's a good play by Janna there, and that secures the kill on Teemo. Well played by Janna.
Yeah, I
And
mean, this
Vault Breaker
Piltover
in
team seems to
misses
have much
again.
better communication, much better teamwork than the Yordles.
Yeah, I think the Yordles came in too late. They were split. They were coming in from two directions. They didn't want to
Yeah,
do
and
that.
they
They don't
did not
have
to
much.
Kennen.
They don't have much AOE to fear. They would have been there 5v4 if Kennen had got there quickly, and they could have maybe used their ultimates. But I'm not actually sure if Curse of the Sad Mummy was ready at that point to use. I forgot to check. But either way, they go in wrong. They lose 3 people from it, and now the other team have Baron on all of their members, and it's only going to get worse from here. Right now, they have to bottle up, stay behind their towers, and make sure to God that no one is caught anywhere not near a tower, and hope to God that there is enough Yordles around to outnumber the Piltovers. I think right now you need like 3 Yordles to a human. That's sort of... anyway, carry on.
Were you making a short joke about Yordles?
There's nothing but short jokes about Yordles. Have you seen them?
It's interesting, we've got a huge gold difference now, of well over 10k, but only 5 kills difference, which, you know, you see teams come back from way worse than that.
But they've got all the objectives. Yordles don't have a single tower, they got every dragon, they got the Baron, so it's all objective gold, and that's why you win games, kids. Which, by the way, while we're on the subject of Yordles, right, something annoys me about them, okay? Why are all the male Yordles, like, hairy? Teemo's like a hamster.
Okay.
Like, he's like a hamster. Kennen, he's furry if you look at him close up. I don't know what
Amumu, you don't know about Amumu, you assume he's furry under the bandages.
Okay, Corky, I'll accept it. And, like, Heimerdinger...
He's got quite a big moustache, though.
He's got a moustache, yeah. Heimerdinger, we have no idea what's going on with that brain guy. But the females, all of them are just normal. Why aren't they furry?
I think it's the whole pixie thing. You know, you can make a midget woman look fairly normal. But a midget guy just looks weird. No offense to our large contingent of midget viewers.
Well, like...
you know that all of our views are from midgets. We can't piss them off.
No, they're all from the Philippines, man.
Yeah, hi to our Filipino friends.
Yeah, man. Thanks for watching. Amumu goes down and he just gets killed for walking in there. They do pick up the Janna. Orianna goes down. Tristana jumps into her death. And Kennen's just come back up, and this looks like it's going to be the mid-inhibitor.
That's what we were saying. If they just barrel down mid lane with a reasonable number of them, they're going to win these team fights.
They've got so much damage at this point. They have to get good.
That's one of the things about having a Yordle team, having a Teemo. You've got the mushrooms down. You want those engages in awkward places with narrow places and mushrooms everywhere. It makes the AoEs of like Kennen and Amumu a lot more effective. You know, if you're just in a straight lane fight, the Piltovers are going to win.
Well, I think Teemo should have foreseen in the future and just started stacking mushrooms all around these inhibitor turrets. These are the easiest ones to defend. The bottleneck works in their favour as the team tries to come in, as long as they can avoid getting poked out too much. As the Piltovers try to come in, they get hit by the mushrooms. You throw a Kennen in there, and hopefully Amumu follows, and hopefully good things happen for your team. But
that's something I'd love to see on a new champ. Someone who could literally just throw Yordles at the enemy team.
That's totally a thing in Dota 2, by the way. Just saying.
Well, we're not plugging Dota 2 here, are we? This is a League of Legends thing. I don't want to see a Yordle catapult. I want to see that.
A Yordle catapult.
A Yordle catapult. I want to see a champion like Corky who's just pushing around a catapult and just throws other Yordles, maybe Poros, I don't know, maybe minions. Just a catapult champion. I think that would be great.
It would be good. Like, it would have. I think they should have done that with Zac. Instead of elastic slingshot, like slinging him, he should like sling other champions that click on him, a bit like Thresher's Lantern. That would just be.
Imagine someone
genius.
Like Teemo just going invisible, sneaking in, you know, to do what's it called, like a sneaky base kill. And then just catapulting in other members of the team. I think it'd be great. Like a reverse blitzcrank who throws members of your own team at the enemy. That's, Riot can contact me to buy that idea anytime they want. That's, basically free.
They don't even know who you are, like...
That's true. I play that game, I assume they know who I am.
Clearly, it's that guy. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, everyone knows me.
As we see, the Piltovers have all grouped up here. There's someone missing. Where the hell? Why is there always just one of them back in the base? That's what I want to know. Oh, flash ultimate from Orianna there, but Kennen flashing in, gets the Zhonya's down. They've caught Caitlyn. Janna's in the middle of it all, but she will just
Janna flashes away, Janna's safe, Caitlyn's safe.
No
kills or deaths there. The Amumu's low, but he's in his own base. He can heal up. Yeah. The Janna's low, she can't.
Yep. That was a good team fight, I think, overall for Yordles. No one died. I think that's a positive for them. I mean, they should worry less about killing people at this point and more about survival.
Yeah, I definitely think that.
And they still have Curse of the Sad Mummy available. But that's a Vi ultimate in, and that huge damage down on top of his thing. But it's good Orianna ball coming in there, damage getting laid back down onto Vi, and she does go down. So that's a 1-for-1 trade. It's both junglers.
But, I mean, you were just saying, Curse of the Mummy's up. Now it's not.
No, it's not. There's not even a Yordle alive with it. But they keep all getting... This Orianna's doing tons of damage right now. She's got a Rabadon's and a Void Staff. That's one of the turrets down. Can they actually stop them? We've got Tristana now. She's got some good range on her. I don't care if there's a fight going on. Oh, she manages to kill that Caitlyn, good for her, good for her. Going
But
down.
Tristana goes down.
Yeah, she does. Well, she's dead, and while nothing's happening, obviously. 667 range. She now outranges the Caitlyn, so she can use that to her advantage. Alright, we're ragging on Tristana, but she has got the most kills of her team. She's somehow picking this up after one of the roughest lanes that we've seen in the City State Championships.
Yeah, I mean, she does have 9 deaths, though. She's got. You say she's got the most kills. She's also got the most deaths by quite a long way.
I think Corky's the daring bombardier. We should probably rename Tristana for that, because like she is all about just jump in and blast people to the moon, or at least that's how Tristana's playing right now. So. Oh, their inhibitors respawning. That's good news. The match goes on a little bit longer before the Yordles are going to get murdered.
Yeah, I thought that could be game then, but Piltover just aren't pushing. I think they're being sensible. I think as long as they play sensibly, they can win. If they give too much away, they could easily. I don't think this is going to turn around. But
apart from their Vi ultimate, their only form of initiation is one that they used, which is the Flash Orianna ultimate. Which
yeah, I mean Orianna's Flash is now going to be down for a little while, but they've still got a lot of CC from that Janna, and they've got a lot of range from the point from that Jayce and that Vi.
The Janna CC is to stop people coming to you mostly. It's not all that good on the aggressive side. Like, you can't really...
No, but they can zone people very well.
Oh, Vi ultimate down onto Kennen here, but she's taking so much damage in return. Why use Curse of the Sad Mummy there? That was such overkill and unnecessariness. Now there's 3 guys you totally love to Sad Mummy, but you can't. We see Kennen fleeing off into the jungle on the complete wrong side. And looks like a turret down there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Kennen can recall now, and he can get himself to the right side of the fight very quickly.
Yep. Oh, we see Teemo taking out Caitlyn in the background. This
very cheeky.
No AD carry should ever try to 1v1. Oh, that's a lot of damage going down onto Teemo, though. Ultimate comes out, and we've got Tristana here. She's laying the damage down. The ultimate comes out,
that was very much
that's
you killed our AD carry, we're going to kill your Teemo. I think they were pissed, then.
Yeah, that was brutal, man.
And now I'm going to take this Nexus, and I mean, this could be game.
The inhibitor. Yeah, Jayce is pretty strong. Kennen and Amumu are pretty dangerous. Amumu going in there, getting the damage down,
The rest of the team isn't up for another 30 seconds, though, so I mean, Piltover have a long time to work with this, and 4 champions, as opposed to Yordles 2.
Fire's miles away, though, so it's effectively at least 3.
Yeah, that's true, but she's going to get back there before the 20 seconds,
yep.
I'm sure.
Damage coming down. Oh no! She gets hit by the Amumu!
Oh, Janna might be going down. Janna's down.
But Kennen is low in the background, and the tower has gone down, and there goes Amumu too, and we've got several seconds until any other member of the other team is up, and that's killing
Orianna's got
Ace,
the red giving her damage. Jayce is just
team.
hammering the Nexus.
Let's go!
And
the Yordles once again go down, and Piltover pick up their first win. So good news for Piltover, bad news for Bandle.
Yeah, but the Yordles are basically fucked now, aren't they? That's fair for them.
No. This is a PG podcast.
Is it really?
No, it's not.
At least before.
Yeah, I swear a lot as well, but we try to keep it to a minimum for the younger audience and the Philippines.
Oh, hey, do the Philippines not like swearing?
I have no idea, but I don't want to offend them. Not when they're watching the whole videos. Anyway. Bandle City, again, the same problem as they had last time. They got crushed in the lanes. Well, not crushed in the lanes, but they came out worse in the lanes, and they could never seem to get their full team fight going. And Piltover, this time, it's nothing like their other game. They were they were giving out the ass kicking whilst instead of taking it. And 3 bloodthirsters. I mean, Orianna might as well have had a bloodthirster by the end there. It's very well played by Piltover. Did well in their lanes and just pushed it through to victory. So
yeah,
that's game, and that's the end of round 2. We are officially now 1/4 of the way through this tournament. Hooray!
Awesome. Hooray! Like us, subscribe. All of that bollocks.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bother, but see you later.
Well, I'm here, so you are now.
Alright, see ya.
There's.